Welcome to Grade 5, Domain 1, Lesson 15, Creating Strong Images Through Showing. Our objectives are to describe language and text, how language and text creates a strong mental image for readers, and sharing our surprise narratives. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to review what strategies for writing we should use to make a great personal narrative. So these are things that we've actually talked about throughout the unit. I just want to do a quick recap of them. So for the first one, showing, not telling. So you can show, not tell through strong adjectives and verbs, dialogue, moments and actions, describing emotions through behavior, and sensory descriptions using all 5 senses. With showing, not telling, we want a good, strong mental image that makes it easier and more interesting for a reader. Number 2, personification. We talked about that, how we give a human-like quality to an inhuman object or thing. That one can be really powerful for your personal narratives. 3, a strong point of view supported by evidence. Remember, that is giving your opinion on something and having evidence to back it up. Number 4, a logical sequence of events. We didn't hit on that too much, but I want to kind of review what that means. It's really important that when you're writing your narrative, that it goes in a specific order. Your sentences kind of make sense. So I'm going to give you an example. Sally went to the mall. She got in the car on the way home and listened to her favorite song. She picked out a necklace. If you notice in my sentences, they don't really make sense because they don't go in a specific order of the events that took place. So it's really important when you're writing your personal narratives that you keep that order and keep that sequence. Next is our specific tone. How are you perceiving your reading? What tone you're giving from that. And then similes and metaphors. Remember, similes and metaphors is when we're comparing two things. Similes use the word like and as, and metaphors do not. So these are all the things we've talked about so far that will strengthen your personal narratives. We're also going to do this quick activity where we're going to talk about how we can make a sentence have more show rather than tell. So the sentence we have is the girl ate lunch. Okay, what girl? What did she have for lunch? All those different things. This sentence doesn't provide much of a image in our heads. So we're actually going to tweak it a little bit. So the first word that we're going to tweak is girl. So what girl? Well, is it a toddler, a captain of the field hockey team, a ballerina? We don't know. But adding those descriptions is going to give us a little bit more of an interesting sentence and more of an image. Because if I'm thinking of a toddler, I think of a little kid. If I just say girl, that's very broad. The next word we're going to talk about is ate. Did they gulp it down? Did they pick at it? Did they inhale it? We don't know. If they just say they ate it, okay, that's just eating it. But if you describe it as they gulped it down, you know they're just scarfing food. So adding that gives a way different of a mental image. The last word we're going to look at is lunch. Well, maybe they ate an extra large pizza pie. Maybe they had a small salad. Maybe it's the first meal they had in 3 days. Adding those extra details, again, gives us a stronger mental image. So the original sentence we had is the girl ate lunch. Well, let's choose a word from each of these and see how it changes the sentence. So the girl ate lunch. The toddler gulped down an extra large pizza pie. Now my image has completely changed from my original sentence because now I'm seeing this little thing just like shoveling this extra large pizza pie in their mouth. That's way more of a mental image than just the girl ate lunch. That one's very basic. So when you're writing your personal narratives, it's really important to think about how we can expand that and really have the reader think further and get a better mental image. Okay, so your assignment for today is to record yourself reading your personal narrative, and you're going to send it to your teacher. We would like this to be one of your surprise narratives. Now, if you continued writing the one narrative, that's perfectly fine. If you changed it a couple times, that's fine. You're just going to choose one of them. And as I said, you're going to record yourself reading that, and you're going to send it to your teacher. And that is your assessment for today. And we will see everyone in our next video.